SOP6. This experiment is based on the use of video on web page. Let's read the procedure and we will continue. We will follow the same procedure. So it says that create a web page called as video.html that display a video file on a web page that plays automatically with controls. So just like audio experiment, we have to create one HTML file, show a video, and the video should start playing automatically. That means we have to use a tag. Along with that, we have to use attribute called as uh, autoplay and controls. So these controls are nothing but the those buttons which can control the video, like play button, pause button, forward, backward, and the mute. The dimension of the video should be a 150 into 150 pixel. Now this dimension is nothing but the height and width of the video. So we can use attribute called as height and width inside the video tag. This is not a resolution actually, it's a height and width. So it will be a smaller size. Square will be displayed, and inside the square, a very small video will be displayed. Now this is the first part, which is very simple. Second part is create another page which provides multiple source file format for the same audio file. So I have already downloaded some of the video files. So these all video files are same, but their extensions are different. One is AVI, second is MP4, and the third is WebM file format. The sound, the video is the same. So they have clearly mentioned here in the experiment, we have to use a multiple sources. Now there is some printing mistakes are here in a question. It is mentioned as multiple source file format for the same audio file. Now this is a video experiment, so we have to make changes here. We have to consider here as a same video file. Now that plays sound automatically with controls. So again, we have to consider here again as a video. Now video always definitely generally speaking, it should contain the audio also. So next thing is the dimension of the video area should be 100 into 100 pixel. So height and width of the video we have to use as 100 by 100. So height equal to 100, width equal to 100 we have to write as an attribute. The browser should display the message with the proper attribute when the audio file is not supported. So here again we have to make changes. So wherever the audio word is given, you have to replace it with the video, because this audio file, this word is coming from the previous experiment. So that is not updated here. This experiment is totally based on the video. Okay, so just like the previous experiment which we did, audio experiment, if the audio file is not supported by a particular browser, in that browser only the message should be highlighted as the file format is not supported. The same experiment we are going to do, just the name of the tag video will change. In the previous experiment, audio experiment, we were using the audio tag. Now here we have to use the video tag. We can also do it using the embed tag. File formats are given here. So I'm using the three file format, which is a WebM, MP4, and rather than using OGG, I'm using AVI file. So let's start. I will create a one folder here called as SOP file. And initially, I guess the folder is already there. This experiment number is SOP6. So I will rename it, make it as SOP6. And inside the folder, I will create one HTML file. The new text document, double click, open. This experiment again, one of the shortest or less time consuming experiment. I will save it as a video.html. Now you can give any name. Since they have mentioned video.html in the experiment, we can continue with the same name. We will write the basic tag. So here I will write HTML, then the closing of HTML. Between that, there will be head tag, closing of head tag. Between that, again, title tag, closing of the title tag. And between that, between the head and the HTML, we'll write the body tag. We will write the program in the body tag only. Now, this is a part one actually. So what we will do is, let's read the procedure again. We'll keep it open side by side and we'll follow the steps. Or I can also open it as, we use, simply I will show you the file here. Yeah. So PDF file. And what we have to do is show a video file on a web page that plays automatically with controls. Now we can use the option called as embed tag that we can use to show a video, and we can write the src, or we can also use the tag. If you compare it with the last experiment, we used to write there as audio. So here I will write the tag called the opening of the video tag and the closing of the video tag. Since the file should be played automatically, so I will write here as to play. Then we have to show the controls, so I will write controls. Don't forget this S. Between the video, we have to write a tag called as a source. Now, there in a audio experiment, we had written the same thing, only this thing was changed. Here it was written as audio. Now this is a video experiment, so make sure you're writing the video here. Now we have to write the name of the source file. Now currently my folder is completely empty. There is only one HTML file. The extra file I will delete from here, and I have some video files. I will copy these all files into a new folder, which is experiment number 6, and I can check the number of files are here: AVI, MP4, WebM. I can use one of the files, say as I will use MP4 file. So I will write here the name of the file as chark.mp4, and here I will write type equal to, since it's a video, we'll write here video slash mp4 format. In the previous experiment, we had written here as audio. Nothing is changed. So I will save this file. The first part is done, and let's check. Now we have copied all the video file here in the 6th number experiment, and we are trying to show a video on a web page that can play automatically with controls. So let's check. I will open with the Google Chrome itself. So you can check the size of the video is too large. So what we can do is I can simply control the size using the height and width attribute. So here we can write height equal to, so here it is mentioned as 150, and width is also 150. Now this is given in the procedure. I haven't selected the in the video. What I will do is I will simply share the screen one more time, and I will select the option called as the share computer audio. So let's check now. The size of the video now must be a smaller one. So it's very small actually, you can check. And the file is not played automatically here. So let me check. Even if you refresh, a file is not playing automatically. So let's try and check with another browser, Internet Explorer. So I will open with Internet Explorer, and we know that whenever we try to open any video related tag inside the Internet Explorer, it will always highlight a message for a permission. So click on allow block content, and I can check the video is being played. Actually, the size of the video is very small. That's why we cannot understand the difference, but you can see automatically. Now controls are displayed there, so you can check. When I keep a cursor on the video, the controls are displayed here. Now, depending on whichever the media player you installed last time on your operating system, that media player will be highlighted here. So you may be getting some another media player here. So let's check. If you want, what you can do is inside the same page, you can make some design alignment, and you can put the video at the center. So you can write here a tag called as center and closing of the center. So the entire video will be visible at the center of the page. Not mentioned there, but to make it easy. And you can also write some heading. So here also you can, rather than writing the center tag twice, I can write center. Here only I can write video with controls and autoplay. So job is done. If you want, you can write here something called as H1, closing of H1. It's just for understanding purpose. So the first part of this video is done. So you can check again, open with Internet Explorer and click on this allow block content and video will start playing automatically. So if you want to click, you can increase the size again. Yeah. So let's continue with the second part. I will create another file, and right now, rather than going for another file, I will save the same file which is already open with the name called as the video1.html. So my second file will be created. You can see in the background, my second file is also created. The title bar of this notepad file will tell you that which file is currently open. So now you can check. The same program is written in the same file. Rather than writing the head, HTML, title, body tag one more time, it's better that you can save it. It won't overwrite earlier file because the file name is different. You can see it's a video1.html. Now what they have mentioned is, in this experiment, they have mentioned here like we have to do the same activity and try to show some same video file with a multiple extension. And in case if the browser doesn't support the video, then it should highlight the error that file format is not supported. We have done this one in the a previous experiment of the audio. So let's try here also. So here is the file, video one. If the file is open twice, close all the files so that the changes will be reflected. Open with the notepad and video one is visible here. Okay, so what I will do here is this is, I can write here as part 2. So here I have written some part 2 video with the controls and autoplay, and the same thing which is written here I can copy. Source I will copy from here and I will paste it for more time. The job of this experiment is done. SRC, here I will write MP4, AVI, here I will write another format which I'm using. I'm using something called as OGG. I'm not using here. So the WebM, this is a browser format actually. So, and here I will make the change AVI, and for WebM I will write WebM. Now, if you notice here, I'm writing some statement here, say as video format is not supported by this browser. So this is a message and it will get highlighted only when the video is not displayed. So you can check if I open this page inside, if I double click and open inside the Google Chrome, maybe the video is not played automatically. But you can check there is nowhere I'm getting this message like video is not supported. So even if I use Internet Explorer, the message is not highlighted. So let's check Internet Explorer. You can of course use the Edge browser, allow block content. You can check nowhere message is highlighted, but I'm using one more browser. If you check, if I open this page inside the browser called as Netscape Navigator, if I use this file, if I open this file inside the Netscape Navigator, you can check the message is highlighted called as video format is not supported by this browser. Now this is the objective, to check that what browsers are supporting Not only that, but to make sure that if there is a problem from the developer side or problem with the browser. So even if the developer is writing the program correctly, developer cannot guarantee which browser should be or will be used by a receiver or by a student to check the output or to view the website. So if they are not getting the output, that means they have to change the browser. So even if you refresh, you can check, the still same message will be highlighted, but the program will work fine inside the other browser. So this is the objective of the experiment, and this experiment is very short, and hardly it will take 10 to 15 minutes to complete. All the audio and the video file of this experiment plus the program I will upload in the I will provide in the description link, so that you can download and use it. Try to make some changes. I will also provide the date and the time when you can finish the experiment and upload it on a Google Classroom. So that's it. I will stop sharing the screen and I will end the